Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Let's thank our members: Invictus, Crazy Bull, Cots, I am a Noob 2000, which is also a Patreon, Interceptor 35, Richardson, Danny Cage, and Rupert. So thank you guys for helping out, makes a lot of difference. Make sure to be a member, be a Patreon. We will have a PayPal soon. We already have a Pix, but it's only for Brazilian users because Pix is like a way to transfer money here in Brazil. But yeah, you can donate if you want to, but it will be on the description when it's added, okay? So yeah, let's continue to talk about the premium aircraft, okay? We have the second video already, we did one on the 5 First Nations, and then we're going to finish on the 5 last nations, talking about the best premiums that you can buy right now with GE, you know? As I said yesterday, the tier 1s, they're not really worth it, even though they have some very interesting aircraft, like this one, the Hawk 3. It's an aircraft that I don't think it's added in any other nation, and it's just very fun. I think it's a interwar aircraft, very limited in general. But yeah, it's not really worth it because even though it's very cheap, for just a tiny bit more, you can get something like the H81, for example, which is a different P40 for the Chinese, you know. So yeah, tier 1s, they're not really worth it. Even tier 2s, they're not really worth it just because of that. Because, I mean, I know, for example, the Hawk to the A6M2 is like almost 6 times or like 5 times the amount of Golden Eagles that you spent. But think about that, tier 1 and tier 2, they are very easy to research, you know, very easy. And you kind of don't need a premium for that. But for tier 4 onwards, or even tier 3, it's more effective to have one, you know. So that's why I don't think the Key 45 is very useful, and I don't think the H81 is very useful. It's pretty alright, but just for a little bit more, you can get the A6M2, which is a 0. Very good aircraft, very easy to fly. Cannons are very good. One of the best turning ratios that we can see in the game, especially in these BRs. So yeah, a very, very good aircraft. And it is for now only 650 Golden Eagles. Very easy, very cheap. And it will help you research until rank 4, man. So it will help a lot. The jump from the A6M2 to the Key 84, it's too much. 1,900 Golden Eagles is way too much, in my opinion, to consider buying it. So I don't think this jump is really worth it, you know. If you are going to jump that much, maybe just save a little bit more and get the Shenyang. But these spec vehicles, I will do videos about it, if they are worth it or not, next week when the discounts are available for everyone on the 7th. But, you know, I still think that A6M2 is the best, I mean, cost benefit of all these aircraft, you know. As I always say, I am trying to, like, provide you guys to the best premium aircraft in the cost benefit kind of situation. The cheapest one that you can get for the most amount of research bonuses and rewards and efficiency, basically, you know. So the A6M2 is the best one here. This one is kind of cheap, obviously, because of this 50% discount, but I think the jump is too high to just consider that. And maybe after that you can even get a talisman or something like that, or just research the first jet, man. When you are in the first jet, before you finish researching everything on like a specific jet, you already will be flying another one. So yeah, for Italy, we have kind of a lot of them. Not really, but a lot of them, you know. Tier 1s, as I said, not really worth it, I don't think. The first one, it's probably the most efficient one, but still not really worth it. Rank 2, you have an interesting one. I think this IAR here is very interesting to have, you know, because it is a Romanian vehicle, very different. It is made by users, by the community, one guy in the community, I think. So it is a very, very interesting aircraft. But the point is that, I mean, it's still a tier 2, and for 150 more, you can get the Spitfire Mark 5, which will help you a lot more in the efficiency and rewards. Obviously, you will be able to research until rank 4 with it. The IAR, it will be only tier 3. So remember that, you know. Of course, we have some others here for a little bit more, but I don't think they are really worth it. This HS-129 is really slow aircraft, and it's an attacker. It's problematic aircraft. I think it's more easy to just fly the Spitfire as a fighter, and the Bf-110 is a very good aircraft, but also I still prefer to have the Spitfire. Okay, it's cheaper and it's easier to use, you know. So yeah, then we have an interesting one. We have the G55. Okay, it's a very expensive one. It is on 50% discount, so if you are going to get this aircraft, get it now. But the thing is, it's so good, this aircraft, and it's rank 4, that you will be able to basically research until like these jets. So even though it's a lot, I mean, the cost benefit is always going to be the Spitfire Mark V, but the thing is, this aircraft is so good that it's even worth it to get it. You know, it's an aircraft that it's so good to fly, the G55s, that you can get it and you will be fine, even though you are paying a lot of Golden Eagles, more than the Spitfire, you know. It will help a little bit more. The rewards and stuff like that, they are a bit more, like almost 100% more. So yeah, it's expensive, but it is worth it. The BF-109 G2, I don't think it is. It's the same G2, normal G2 without the drop modifications, you know. So nothing too much to say, and it's more expensive than the 55. The 55 is way better than this, as you see by the battle rating as well. So yeah, and then we have the jets, you know. I don't think these, I mean, this jet is very good, the G91R4, it's the Portuguese one. It is a very good aircraft, you know. But the thing is, it's so expensive that it's worth to get the Ariete. The Ariete, I think it's a worse aircraft to fly than the G91 due to the BR, you know. These will face a lot of problematic aircraft like Su-25s and stuff. But the rewards are so much better in the sense of you can research even tier 7 with it, that it's worth it. And it's the same price, basically. It's basically the same price. It's a little bit cheaper even. The rewards itself are lower than the G91, which kind of makes you think that maybe the G91 is more worth it just because, I mean, you will be able to research until rank 6, and then, I mean, there's only one aircraft in tier 7, you know. But for a preparation for upcoming aircraft, because Italy will have a lot of tier 7 aircraft in the future. We'll have the F-16, we'll have the Tornado, maybe the Eurofighter in the future. So you will have a lot of aircraft to deal with that in tier 7, or even 8 maybe, I don't know. So the Ariete would help that a little bit more. Right now, the G91 would be fine just because, I mean, there's only one aircraft in rank 7, so it's fine, you know, it's fine. Let's go for France. So just remember, I mean, I think the Spitfire for beginners here is the best, but these two jets are pretty alright, and the G55 is a very good aircraft. It's kind of worth it. Tier 1's not really worth it. Tier 2's, you know how it is. I mean, it's half the price of these two, so I guess this P40 can be useful if you are really short on GE, but if you are not, just save a little bit more and get one of these. I prefer the Yak 3. I think it's a better aircraft, but the P-47 is a very easy aircraft to fly. So a lot of people actually know how to fly this aircraft, and it's just a very common aircraft in the game. So it's very easy. I think these are the two most efficient aircraft for you to get, you know. 800 is a lot more than the Spitfire, for example. So the efficiency here is lowered, you know, than compared to the other nations, to be honest. But it's still a very, very good addition, and I think it's a very good price range, to be honest. I mean, you can go with it. Then we have these two. I don't think these are worth it. They are really expensive. 3,000 Golden Eagles for props. I mean, they're almost the price of a jet in other nations. So I would just, if you are going to get a higher tier than rank 3, just wait until the packs. I think the packs are going to be better. But this is just my opinion. Maybe I'm completely wrong, so I really don't know, you know. We will have to wait. So yeah, but I don't think they are worth it. They're really expensive. I mean, 3,000 Golden Eagles is very expensive. I mean, 6,000 in the normal price is already pretty expensive, but 3,000 is, I mean, you're paying like $20 for a vehicle. So for these vehicles, I mean, the Narval is alright, but this BR is a very complicated one. And the 84, I mean, it's a good attack aircraft. But beyond that, I don't think it's a very good fighter or anything like that. So yeah, for Sweden we don't have too much. Yeah, ranked 1. I mean 400 for a rank 1, not really worth it. Rank 2s we have some good ones because of the price is a little bit cheaper than the other ones. So yeah, very cheap even. So yeah, the Morco Morani, I think it's more worth it because this one you already have in the tree as a tier 1, but with cannons. So if I would get one of these, I probably get the Morco. I don't know how you spell it. But the main prize here is the Pioreminski. I think it's the best one to get it. 800 Golden Eagles is a bit expensive compared to other tier 3s, but it is the most efficient one, you know. BF1 109 G6, I don't think it's worth it. Saab 105 is very good because you can take the A9s together with the cannons, which is always a good thing. But I still think that it is too expensive. Just save a little bit of money and buy the pack of the J35. It will help you for all eternity on researching everything in Sweden. So I just think that the J35 is better, even though the J35 is problematic in its BR, but still I think it's better than the Saab. But the most efficient one is probably the Pioreminski and then the Morco as well. And for Israel, we kind of don't have anything to talk about it here. I would stay away from the Spitfire just because you're going to just, I mean, get these 2 ranks. I mean, there's not really worth it. It's the same sense in the rank 1 kind of category. The F-84F, I don't think it's really worth it, to be honest. It is not a very easy aircraft to fly. It is kind of problematic in some areas, you know. And at this BR, you are going to face aircraft that are way better than yours in the dogfight and stuff like that. So be careful. I don't think it's worth it. Just save a little bit of money and buy the pack next week. In my opinion, it will be better. Remember, these packs, we don't know if they are going to be all 50% off because they don't say, they just say up to 50% off. So we will have to wait. You know, we really will have to wait. But remember that I think these discounts will be like taking out of when the packs discounts are released. So just remember that, you know, we might have to choose now to buy one or wait and not be able to buy that one anymore and have to buy a pack. So if we're going to buy a pack, just be sure that you are taking a risk that we don't know if the 50% discount are going to be in all packs, you know. Probably yes, but we don't know, you know. So be careful with that, okay, guys? But I think here, I mean, 4,000 is basically almost, I mean, it's 20 something dollars, you know. So yeah, it's very expensive. And with a pack like this, that normally costs $60 or something similar to that. It will, if he gets the 50% off, it will be around 30 or even less, depending. So I mean, if it's $30, you're just spending a little bit more and getting a way better pack. Remember that these packs, you normally get 2,000 Golden Eagles and you get 15 days of premium. So eventually it just becomes basically the same, you know, as these Golden Eagle ones, because you are getting more stuff anyway. So the packs are going to be probably more worth it in every single nation. Probably in every single nation. But if the thing is, for cheap ones, I think any tier 3 is going to be the best ones you can buy, you know? Because you are never going to buy a pack for 600, 400, 800 Golden Eagles, or the equivalent for that, like not even $10, you know? You're not going to bet. I mean, sometimes there's packs for that, but normally you don't get it. So yeah, the tier 3s, they are very worth it. The more tier 1s, the high tier 1s, considers waiting and buying a pack, you know, even though the aircraft are not that good, like the Milan, maybe the J35 even can be problematic in its BR. They're maybe not that worth it, but I think they are, but still, you know how it is. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. And basically this is it. Let me know in the comments what you think is the best premium to buy right now in the GE. And I see you guys on the next one. So bye, guys. See you.